Hello guys, welcome to another rendition of my turning in the shed. Uh, Yesterday I turned a wet bowl and I showed you one that I had done previously. I had been sitting drying for a few months, so I said I would uh, return it today. So I have it on the lathe at the minute. Uh, This is a piece of unknown timber. I don't know what it is. It's not sycamore. It could be larch, because I did get a pile of that uh, not too long ago, and it could be that. Uh, I'm just looking at this piece here. I'll just bring the camera around and let you see where I am. So I last turned this on the 21st to the 10th, and that was the second turn. So it's had two turns on the lathe, and I've taken some timber away. Get my face shield on. Because you can never be too careful. So I've got this. I'm going to start the lathe up. We'll see what speed it's going at. Now it's going at 1,000 RPM, and you can see there's quite a bit of wobble. It's not a lot, but it's enough. I'm just going to bring that screen round. It stops the shavings going all over the shed. Right. I'm using my body weight to progress the cut on. I'm not moving my arm or anything. Let's see what that cut was like. It's very important to get a good standing position. You don't want to be moving all over the place. Right. Not great. A lot of tear out here on the end grain. Same on that side. It's not too bad on that side. So we're going to put a push cut from the other side. Let's see if I can do a shear scrape across that. Again, we'll have a wee look at it, see what the situation is. It's not much better. Just recut the cannon on the spigot. Right, I'm going to give this a bit of a sanding and see. And I think that'll do that. Well, I've got to be taste the sand sealer on this and see what the colour's like on it. This piece of wood is very dry, very, very dry. So it's gonna soak a sand sealer up. It's good when we put finish onto something that the crane pops out. I thought it was looking very plain. It's not now. Well, the colour's just coming up on it with the sand sealer on it. So I've changed my mind. I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm just going to polish it up. Right. So we'll get a wee taste of Yorkshire grit on it now and see what that does for it. Yorkshire grit is a sanding abrasive for those that don't know what it is. If you're across the pond in America or Canada, it's called something else. I just forget the name of it. It's a sanding paste anyway. Over here in the UK, it is Yorkshire grit we're using, and it's a sanding abrasive. I just use it after your final sanding of 400 to take any wee fine scratches that the last paper has left behind. It won't take deep gouges or deep scratches out. It's only for when you have very wee faint lines that you can see. Just give it a good going over with that. And as always, you have to take any residue off before you apply your finish. And you get a clean piece of paper and just keep rubbing it until there's no more transfer onto the piece of paper. You can see the dirty brown mark there. So you get a clean piece of paper again, a clean spot on your wee bit, and just keep rubbing it back and forward till you get no more transfer. And that's we need an orbit. Just increase the speed in that a wee bit. Right. That's that part done. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. That's turned out alright. I use wax and not a great lover of oil. The only reason I don't use it is it takes a lot longer to finish a bowl, because when you apply it you have to let it dry and stuff, and I want to see the finished piece that day, I'm working on, and I find the wax does okay. Just give it a good coat. Unless it was really a special piece for someday, I would spend more time and probably would oil it and give it several coats of oil. Then you have. Right, I'm happy enough with that. I'll get it off and we'll turn it round now. And you can see it came up right nice. So it did. And as always, I always center my piece by bringing up the tailstock and loosening the chuck off and positioning it using the tailstock first, and then tighten the piece up and give it a wee turn to see how it's behaving. That's not too bad. I'm happy enough with that. So tighten that up. Okay, and then we'll just reduce this center piece down where the tailstock is a wee bit, and then we'll take a couple of cuts off the side to bring it back into round. I'm going to have to cut a bit off the top of this here. This is where that bit fell out. I think it's about half an inch, so it's going to be a wee bit shorter. So I'll do that first and get it. And it has. Right. So I want to bring this thing down. Right. I need my bowl gauge. I'll bring this center bit down a bit. There's a good bit yet. That's about an inch deep in. So now I want to work across the face about working into this area here without touching that bit. Just take this bit in first. As I said, the more timber you have in the center of this, it'll keep its shape more. When you have a thin piece like this here, which is not a great sturdy piece of wood, it'll flex a wee bit, and it is flexing at the minute. So I want to I'm just trying to trying to close that. That would be alright if it was a texture. It's no good for as it is. You can't see it in the camera. Maybe you can. You can see those lines going round. That's exactly what it is. That's the gouge jumping and making space. Right, we'll see what that's like. That's not too bad now. Where's our depth gauge to see where we are? Aye, that's deep enough for me. Oh! Remember, you have to take the foot off on your side, so you wanna leave yourself a wee bit of timber, and then try not to go through the bottom of the bowl. I'm gonna start sanding this. I'll turn the speed down a wee bit. Right, that's the sanding done. Right, I'll give it a taste of sand sealer here. It's amazing when you add some finish to it, the colours just pop. Because it was looking very drab before I put any sand sealer even on it. Very white, pale colour. Right, that's that. Now we just need to get the foot off. Nice bowl. Right, almost. Right, as before, I'm going to bring my tailstock up and mark position by the center hole. And just bring that up and then tighten that. that looks good. We'll stop that and have a wee look. Yep, get that sanded. And all that needs now is just to retest the sand sealer. That's that. And a retest of like crystalline wax. And there we have another project brought to a conclusion. As I say, this was a wet bowl. I turned way before Christmas. I think it was September. And I don't know what the wood is, but you stick dents on it now. Right, sorry. I'm trying to get it into a position so the light's not shining on it. So there you are, guys. Another nice wee bowl from a piece of wet wood which was first turned around about September, August last year, and it had 2 visits to the lathe. The first turning was to turn it down a wee bit, and then I got a second turning on the 21st of the 10th, 21, and it came to a conclusion today. And I'm quite surprised the way it turned out. I thought it was going to be, it didn't look like much when I first looked at it. There wasn't much colour or grain or anything jumping out at me. But wood surprises you sometimes when you look at it and you put some finish on it. I had to do a lot of sanding into this with a torn grain. There's nothing I could do about that situation because it is a wee bit probably on the thin side. I would have liked that to have been about a quarter of an inch more on the thickness side of it and start with flaxing. It's not flaxing much, but same with the spinning there, you've got the forces going and it wants to wobble about, and your gouge will never cut a nice true cut. I had to do a wee bit of sanding, as I said, but it came out alright. It's alright. It won't win any prizes, like, but you know, it is what it is, as the man says. So, guys, there you are. A lovely wee bowl made from, I don't know, might be large. I don't know. I first turned way last year, so it's only getting finished now. And you can see it's not a bad finish. It turned out alright. There's a wee bit of colour in it. I thought I was going to have to paint it, but I'm glad it didn't now because it looks still holding on. Okay, guys. So, guys, thanks very much for watching, and if you like it, please subscribe to the channel, and it'll notify you when there's more videos up. We rough turned that wet bowl yesterday, which was Friday. This is Saturday, and all I done with that after I turned the camera off was stick it in a plastic bag with a load of shavings and tied it up and stuck it underneath the bench. And I'll let that sit there for a month or two, and then we'll bring it out again and see what it's like. Stick it on the lathe again, get it in our wee turning, and maybe stick it back in the bag again. So, guys, all the best. Thanks for watching. Bye.